I have to make stream appreciate the starting screen.
Yeah,
The art
100%.
the art
Okay.
has to be appreciated for a second.
Lovely.
We have to appreciate the masterpieces. We also have to appreciate in the bottom left corner of this wonderful art piece is a box. And there's a box.
It's a
very
badger in a
important.
box.
So it's a chunky. It's basically a chunky fox. It's a box.
Yay!
But it's a wonderful starting screen. Thank you, Kat.
I think Cat should get advantage for cool
Honestly,
screen.
yeah,
I actually agree.
it's tempting. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, the
Do it.
cameras are perfectly set up. Oh wait, which one's? Oh, that's why, because it's fully things. Now it should be good.
Imagine doing
Wonderful.
something
Oh.
out of character and
Oh, the
suddenly your character's
screen.
just like, I don't know why.
All the
I
screens
just
are
feel
beautiful.
really inspired today.
I feel like really lucky today.
The power.
Like, wow.
Howdy, goobers. 41
Howdy,
sessions. Number 41.
Oh,
This is going to be a
This
nice.
Isn't even the last one.
You know, it's going to be a nice, fun, wholesome session. Promise. Ignore the title. Ignore the messages that I've sent of warning of emotional pain.
Yep. Mhm.
They mean
what
nothing.
is emotional pain?
What is emotional pain? You guys might find out. I mean, what? But before any of that, who would like to give a recap?
I can give a recap. I've not done it for a while.
Hell yeah.
I was just cleaning my glasses because I couldn't see out of them.
It's usually good for
So-
glasses to be able to see. Yeah.
I know. I took them off and then I went, ooh, they're really dirty. Anyway, so last session, we start off dealing with the hag. You know, shaking of the hands, making of the deals. We see Boyka lose her memory of the fire and how her husband died, but in that process, she regained her eye.
My
And
perception will be unstoppable.
yes, Boyka's perception doubled. That's depth perception. So it was, and then we were given some seeds, and we sort of made a plan of who we were going to go talk to get some help to fight this big blue cloaked elf and gold filgry who we still don't know the name of. I think.
No, the name of.
So we decided to go talk to. First, it was go to the cat, and to the Council of Three, where they were like, "For fuck's sake, what did you guys do?" But they agreed to help. We then went to Solacy. We found Edrin's sister, who's agreed to help, and we've also the leader of Solacy, the governor, also agreed to send some people who were gonna kit up. He also started plans for evacuations for his people, in case things go to shit. We then went to. We didn't go to sleep. We then went to, I believe, the frog people that I forget the name of their race.
The Grungans.
The Grungans. We went to the Grungans. Spoke to the Grungans. They've agreed to help. We spoke to the Furbolgs. Spoke to Redwood.
Yeah.
Redwood. I knew it was red somewhere. He agreed to help and send some Furbolgs and send some druids. We also went and spoke to our lovely friend Treebeard. Pinebeard.
There you go.
Make sure he isn't on fire. Which he's not. He also was like, "Ooh, where are you going? What are you doing? Ooh, let's see this seed." Took a seed and then joined us.
And smiled. Yeah.
So we had this massive pine tree. We then headed back to Loom, where it wasn't on fire, luckily. And we split up into Loom, spoke to both the Do. So I believe it was Edrin, Boyka, and Aspen went and spoke to Do about some plans and how they can help. And then we also went and spoke to Davari at the tavern, who said she would help buy some people if she could. And then it was sort of getting to late evening and, you know, calm before the storm, sort of. Our last night together before we deal with whatever the hell it is we're going to walk into. You know, we're having a chat. We played some Truth or Dare, which was very nice. We had some very touching roleplay moments, some very nice stories, which was very nice. And then we went to sleep. And then, yes, and then when we woke up in the morning, we saw that people had started to gather. Some notable mentions. We have Snowy, the Yeti.
Mm-hmm.
Arbor has come and joined us.
He's not going to be in the fighting though, but yeah, he has.
Not in the fighting. We would never let him. The lovely Amber also joined us.
Mm-hmm.
And a few others from throughout our journey. Oh, and also Ordon. I sort of have to mention him. And also Pinebit. And we all got ready. And off what we see off in the distance. Oh, Elaine's also turned up.
Hello.
Already being her usual self.
Yeah.
And then all we see is a large red tower. Same as all the visions we'd seen of the Accordion Empire before. And that is where we ended the session.
Bobble, don't give spoilers. I've seen your
What do you mean
message.
don't give spoilers?
I've just seen your message in chat, Bobble. Don't give spoilers. Come on. Ruining my plot twist. What the fuck? You mentioned Truth or Dare. As you went through, I realised you guys did multiple rounds of it, but one person didn't get to do a truth. So as it goes round, the multiple rounds, Edrin, it's your turn to ask Aspen.
Oh, motherfucker.
Aspen, we got to learn a lot about you, but there is still something that I thought I might want to ask, which is, hey, you seemed terrified back on the mountain. I was under the impression you hadn't known your parents. What happened with all that?
Well, I grew up with my mum. Me and Arbor were looked after by our mum because we were, and I quote, bastard children that weren't entitled to anything from Dylan. But I don't know how or why my mum died or vanished. Part of me still hopes she's somewhere. That was the first time I've seen her since I was little. She fought tooth and nail to make sure that my dad didn't have me. So, and Arbor under his care. So, when she left and vanished for whatever reason, that's why me and Arbor were in the care of our dad, and that's why I wanted out. Part of me also hoped I'd find her on this journey. That's not how I wanted to find her, I guess.
That wasn't her.
No. Makes me have a lot of questions to what happened to her though. But that's another adventure after this one.
Hey, a much calmer adventure, I'd bet.
Fingers crossed.
And then we go through the rest of the events. You play more Truth and Dare, all the people come to the tavern, and you have the morning after, and the meeting with basically all the leaders, which will recap a little bit so we have the plan in everyone's head. You have all the leaders. You've got Elaine, Pinebeard, obviously. Ordon's there. He's not a leader or anything, he's just there. You've got the leader of the Do. You've got a representative of each of the guilds. Guild families from Verket that are also there, but not the actual heads, obviously. You have Words. Your sister, Edrin, is there as well, seeming to leading a good chunk of the people from Solace. Anyone else I'm missing? You've got Grungan, the one that led you guys through it, seems to be the one that is the main voice for the ones that are here. Gilib, that's the one.
Yep.
And then you've also got Redwood, who's also Edrin, remind me of what the plan you came up with. I think Edrin was the one that made the plan last session.
Yeah, I came up with it on the fly, on the spot, as it was happening.
Do you remember what you said?
Yeah, it was pretty simple. We had one group, I think it was the weakest group, stay behind to help guard the hag while she's doing that, since most of the battle will be focused elsewhere anyways. It was the guards from Solace.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then everyone else was forming into section groups to push together and to try and keep at least 2 groups together in case one is starting to be overwhelmed. Towards and up onto the landmass of the tower. To push to the tower, and if we can get a lot of people there, then we will storm it, and if we can't get a lot of people there, then it's the army's job, whoever can make it, to make sure that no one no reinforcements make it into the tower while we rush up to defeat our foe.
Yeah. So you've got the main group, you've got the weak group protecting Elaine, and then the main of the group is basically trying to get at least as many soldiers into the tower as possible. I like it. I like it a lot. As you are discussing the plan, Davari then comes forward and says, I got what I could. The people of Tulum are not fighters, as you all know, but they are resourceful. And she pulls out some potions. There are some healing ones, stronger than usual. There are a strength potion that I thought a certain person would enjoy. They looked in a mirror. There is and this one was difficult to get, so don't be expecting again. There is a flying potion. I had to convince someone that they would die if they didn't give that, because, yes.
They would.
They would, exactly.
They will.
And yes, there is what they could gather. Yes. So there is the one, not the normal healing potion, the one above it. What's that one? I can never remember what that one is. There's standard, and then is it greater than superior? I believe. Something like that. Whatever the one is above the normal one, you all get.
Yeah, superior is the highest.
Superior is the highest, yeah, greater.
Okay.
You all get a greater healing potion. The flying potion can go to whoever they wish. Davari looked at Aspen, but it can go to whoever when you wish. And the same, the strength potion. You see, it seems to be. One sec. Which one is it I'm thinking of in my noggin? Where is it? What number does that mean? What was your strength score again? Nimir?
18.
18. Okay. Yeah. You see, floating in a liquid is half a chunk of a large blue toe.
Oh.
He's gonna fuck some shit up.
That's a strong one.
There.
Yes. That is a potion of frost giant strength.
Oh.
Yes. Again, not easy to get. As I say, the people of Tulum obviously don't want to die and are putting their hopes in the people that have saved them before.
I'm glad. Well,
Very kind.
I still have a speed potion and a fire breathing potion, so
Well, then
I
you're all
will
set.
remember that. So I think we should be okay.
I still have perfume. And we never figured out what this one is, actually.
Which one is it?
The potion of...
Oh, that's in my notes miles back. Good lord. I'll figure out something. If you drink it, I'll figure out something. And yeah, and then after you handed the potions, as all the other groups you see them all going into the various groups and trying to get themselves ready. You guys have a moment. If there's anything you want to say or get ready, you have a moment now. If not, we can skip through. But yeah.
Whatever happens in there, remember everyone, keep your chins up. He can't make anything real. And whatever he makes is weak. He's weak. And we've faced so much by now. I think that we can handle him.
I think we can.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Just getting it ready. 1 second. Oh. No, don't be that loud. Stop that. Sorry.
Being afraid will not help us any. So we shall be strong instead. All right, I'm ready. Woo! Skill a chronomancer.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Aye.
And yeah. As you all kind of mentally prepare yourselves a little bit of whatever is to come, you see all the other groups are kind of getting ready to charge. The tower is over the bridge. So there's still like a march of maybe 20-30 minutes, not long, before you get to over the bridge and to where the island seems to be floating. You already see across the river trees cracking, and you see something moving in the woods, and you also see something moving in the water to the right of the woods. You see a small guard group a bit behind you to the... Technically above you, but yeah. Behind you, you see a small guard group and you hear, it is time! This is going to be Theatre of the Mind for now. So that's, unless you want the fucking World and Woods map, which to help picture.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically, the bridge. 1 second. So the bridge is. Let me do a bit of some magical drawing because I'm so good at art. The bridge is there, obviously. That's a bridge. That's a bridge. And the island is like floating, like there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So everyone starts marching. Everyone starts moving. There are definitely some people that seem more confident than others, more terrified. You see a large group of the Grungans are definitely more disorganized than other groups, but are charging, but are moving forward. You see the organized ranks of the Do, all in the same uniform, with some mages at the back ranks. You see some of them on horseback, and you see the slightly less regimented, but also kind of more imposing force of Verket. Which, Aspen, make a perception check for me.
Okay, 1 second. This is a really bad time to not have my character sheet anywhere. Where's my character sheet? Hello? I'm not. It's fine. I've got it. Perception. I'm just. I'm tired.
Okay.
Perception.
Perception.
I can spell it.
Yeah, high enough. You see within the ranks of the Verket people, one you didn't expect to be there and must have hidden themselves purposely. You see an older-looking bugbear.
Oh no!
You see the head of the Born Seal guild is also marching with the rest of them.
Let him have this.
I love him so much.
And yeah, you then see, obviously behind the rest of the group, kind of shaking the ground a little bit, so he's got to be a little bit further behind, the massive looming form of Pinebeard. and in front of them you see various bears, wolves, and furbolgs. And every once in a while you see a furbolg kind of looking up in awe at Pinebeard. And in front of the furbolgs and various druids, you see a massive, like a dire version of a bear that is all red and grey wool, fur.
Ooh.
Is there any other groups I've missed? I think that's it. And yeah, all these various groups of all the people that you've kind of met or helped, or maybe not so much helped, over the time in the Woodland Woods, all seem to be trying to stop whatever is coming. As you get close to the bridge, you guys are kind of in charge to a certain degree of what order people go in. Do you stop certain groups going first? Do you choose a group to go first? Or does everyone? Do you just let the order go how it goes? Right now, the do seem to be at the front.
Be at front.
Yeah.
I'm happy with the dude to go first.
Yeah. You guys all love do so much.
We don't love do, but they are capable.
Mm-hmm.
Believe Furbolg shouldn't be too far in the back.
Furbolgs are behind the mercenaries. They're like third in line, kind of.
Gotcha.
Well.
On that same order. Where are the Grungans currently?
The Grungans are kind of interspersed around Pinebeard, the Furbolgs, and everywhere, because they're just disorganized as fuck.
That's fair.
I don't think we can help them.
No.
This sounds about right.
I think it's good.
Okay. Is there anything anyone wants to do before everyone passes over the bridge and people are going to start basically charging?
Mika just pulls out her drum.
What's the drum?
She's just doing a little march tune.
I like it.
Adrian's got his little guys all shined up,
Mm-hmm.
looking in on the others, making sure they're all ready.
Let me start charging. Anyone else?
Quavis sentimentally looks over his swords, knowing this last time he's probably going to use them. Yay!
Aspen will kind of fist bump Cedar.
Oh, he
Inhale. Inhale, bow in hand, and she's quick on her feet. She's ready to go.
Cedar obviously fist pumps back.
Oh yeah.
100%. And starts like stretching, like he's looking to start punching people. He's like stretching himself. He's like jumping slightly. He's ready to go.
Quick question.
Mm.
Anybody have a number of very small objects that I can borrow at any point? Just if you just throw them out at any point, you know. It doesn't matter what it is, just has to be small. just to keep in mind, something for the back of your heads. Yes.
Okay.
Boyka, how about like a handful of musket balls? You know.
Oh, absolutely.
Cool.
Balls are perhaps the best shape.
I've got arrowheads.
You hear a cough behind you, and Ordon randomly appears, and he just puts a bag in your hand and then flies away.
Ordon, my beloved, thank you.
You
Checks
open it.
inside the bag.
It's a bag of 1,000 ball bearings.
Fuck yeah, ball bearings!
I can say
Oh
this.
my
I
word.
can say this now, chat. I'm gonna regret that.
Yeah.
And Boyka will give the cheekiest smile that you have ever seen on her face as she puts the bag of ball bearings away.
Yeah.
And that was 1,000 ball bearings, Krallian?
That's a normal bag of ball bearings. Surprisingly, you get that in.
Yeah, it's awful how many ball bearings come in a bag.
Yeah, they come in 1,000 for some reason.
I have.
That
I
is a
feel like
mystery.
this is an untapped source of chaos.
This is a
in-
mystery Mousquetool that will help us later.
In,
My word.
in certain explorers, you know, each like class gets like a bag of some sort. Some of them get
Mhm.
1,000 ball bearings for some reason. You tell me, but it's a thing. Anyway,
Well,
All right, now I'm ready.
I now want to throw them on the floor and make someone fall over them.
welcome to low level combat. Anyway,
I don't think we can put I don't think we can trip a flying guy.
as
But we can.
as you guys are crossing the bridge, you see what was movement in the water and in the trees starts to rise. As these massive, and I mean the size of, what's the best way to describe it? Like the thickness of pine beard, who is big. These massive vines start to climb towards the island. 3 of them start to climb. As you see, the small group now is staying on the other side of the bridge. You see vines start to grow from that group, and you see some of the guards look a bit confused as vines starts growing basically from Elaine's feet. As these vines start to move and grow, as everyone starts moving, as these vines pierce the island, and the island starts getting torn down slowly, pulled down, as everyone starts moving. Oh God!
I am glad that we did not try and kill her.
This would have made this a lot more difficult.
Really would have.
As you guys are charging, I'm just going to quickly make one thing clear for inspiration-wise. Yeah, Tom, you have one reroll.
Yeah.
Kat, so do you. And then Kat, you've also got a D12 inspiration.
Oh,
That's from Cookie.
Oh yeah.
You have Zach. You have a D20 inspiration.
holy shit!
Which is the most expensive one. That's from Dylan. So you can roll
I have a
D20
lot of
onto a
points.
roll. And then I, from Cookie, have a D4 to add to whatever roll I wish. Add a little bit of chaos. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. And yeah, as you are charging, everyone starts to charge. And as you, Jody, you see the trees and everything below the island start to move, start to shift, as monsters and awful things start to come out of it. You see a mixture. You see, I've got to get lists. I've got to get lists in my brain here. You see multiple myconoids start charging. You see even little buzzing things. The myconoids seem to have like logs embedded in their arms, and you see things buzzing. These plant-like bees buzzing from them.
Oh my god.
Are those the
Yeah.
fucking bees?
Those are the tree nappers.
Oh god damn it!
You see all various basically monsters that you've fought throughout the World and Woods. You see, I'm trying to think what other you see some blighted ents, tree ents, which Pinebeard looks disgusted at. You even see flying. You see a warped-looking eagle.
Oh my god, it's the eagle.
You see various warped things, but then also throughout them, you see soldiers in really regal, fine-looking armor. As it seems to be, some of the monsters of the Wilden Woods from this time, and some of the people from before, are all fighting against whatever force you guys have amassed. But everything starts going wild as the do see the things in front of them and start to charge. Spells start thrown. You hear screams, you hear shouts as everything starts to go underway. You guys are behind. You guys are kind of which group do you guys want to be nearest? You've got the do, the mercenaries, then the furbolgs with the grungans all around. Which group do you guys want to be kind of near or interspersed or between? So I can kind of get a mind of where you guys are planning to go from.
I want to say closer to the do, closer to the front.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like we're in charge and leading this.
Moving alongside, inevitably pushed back.
Mm-hmm. So you guys are with the do, yeah? Agreed?
Yep.
Okay. As this charge happens and this kind of first initial wave hit each other, what do you guys do to help? How do people deal with some of the things that are in? Like I say, you see multiple warp tree ents, Myconoids, everything. How do you guys help? We're not going to be in
I'm-
strict combat, but how is each of your characters going to help this charge?
I'm gonna be taking some shots at.
Mhm.
I'd probably use my hunting rifle
Mhm.
because it's
Distance?
long distance.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to shoot probably the tree ant, the warped tree ants,
Mm-hmm.
as they're quite big open targets.
Yeah.
Maybe some of the bigger myconoids.
I like it. Okay, roll 3 attacks for me. I'm going to base that off your aim and your success. Not bad. Not bad.
Oh baby!
Wow.
Quovis is hitting their shots.
Quavis is locked in right now.
As Quovis starts firing round after round from this hunting rifle. Anyone else do anything?
Mike is insulting the soldiers on the other side. You know, there's a reason why your society died out. You all fight like goddamn pansies. Also, siding with those guys, low move. And casting vicious mockery at every single turn that she can.
Yeah, they look confused at you. They look like they don't understand fully what you're saying. They still look hurt. Roll. Is it an attack roll or a saving throw?
It's a saving throw. It's a Wisdom DC 17 Wisdom
Okay,
saving
I'll roll 3d20s just to see how it goes. In the middle. Some of them definitely seem affected by it. Some of them don't seem to understand what you're saying, so aren't as affected by it. Some of them just don't seem to hear you at all in the heat of battle. But it definitely... Not only bullets are being thrown, slurs, fucking insults are being thrown. Not slurs, dear lord. Wrong thing, wrong thing, dear lord.
There's
Bloke is not that bad.
There's probably a few curses in Undercarbon.
Okay.
Edith Randy.
Anyone else?
Aspen will be shooting off as many arrows as she can.
I like it. Roll some attacks for me.
She'll probably aim for the small things. Just
Yeah?
the small fast things, because that's the joys of being a ranger. You just kind of can do that.
Uh-huh.
Def with plus 11 to hit.
You guys are a higher level now. What do you want? Yeah. You're hitting some shots.
Woo!
There are some fucking soldiers that charge some dude that maybe seem unaware that as they go to strike, an arrow sinks into them and they fall back instead of being able to attack the dude soldier. Yeah. Aspen gets some good shots off. Anyone else?
Whenever there is an opening,
Mm-hmm.
something clear ahead, even if it's just a small one, you can keep them right close next to him.
Mm-hmm.
Edrin and the family will shoot off a volley together.
I like it.
Necromancy spell, arrows,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
hold things off.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Roll some attack rolls from you and the family.
Just use Edrin. Oh. What?
Why-
What?
Why do you have plus
What?
8?
That's a 13. Not a 20. Right. I had it ready to just roll in the family's shots real quick. It added it to this one. The
I was-
family's gonna be.
I was confused why I gave you plus 18.
Yeah, it shouldn't be plus 18. It should only be plus 11.
Yeah, it says plus 11 on your
It-
spell, so I'm confused why I did that. Right.
It's because I had 7 in my modifier roll.
Ah,
That was
gotcha.
for the family, so I could just roll theirs real quick.
So added them together. Gotcha. Everything seems to be fucking hitting. One of the medium-sized myconoids you see spores start coming out of their head, and you see some of the dew start shaking in their head, being affected. Edrin, you notice that, and you target it, and within one volley, the myconoid just crumbles. You see the dew shake off the effect. And yeah. Definitely seems to be. You're able to target some bigger targets because of how much damage you can do in one turn. Finally, Namir, what are you doing?
Just cutting down anything in his path.
Yeah, just fucking charging. Yeah, roll some attacks for me. I'm assuming you would be reckless, so you can have advantage if you wish. Doesn't matter.
really need it.
Doesn't matter either way.
I'm gonna be real. I have a plus 12 now. I don't need reckless just yet. But...
Yeah.
Also, sorry, did we miss a single shot?
I think one spell was saved, and that was it. Yeah.
Damn.
There's a point where a Do Soldier is on his own and he's trying to fight these what's the word I'm looking for? Accordant warriors. Soldiers. And all three of the Accordant soldiers that he's kind of defending off all start running the opposite direction, and he's really proud of himself until he looks behind, and standing behind him is Lethariel, is Namir. And he soon realizes he's not the reason they're running. As Namir just walks past the Do Soldier and just starts charging.
He's beautiful.
It's a slightly more hot tank that starts charging.
So majestic.
So majestic.
I can see his hair flowing really
really
beautifully behind
gracefully.
him.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
really gracefully.
Little little goobers. As you are fighting, you look behind and you hear a sort of scream throughout the Myconoids and some of the Treants as the island now slams into the ground. And you see these vines holding down it, but you see a fourth vine comes up and makes it so there is a way to get up to where the island is. The island is quite large. It's slammed into the ground, but there's still a good. It'd be a pain to climb. But a fourth vine seems to come up and goes towards the entrance of this large, looming red tower. What do you guys do? It's through.
Wonderful work, Auntie.
You know they can't hear you, but you still feel a smile.
Given an opening, given a look.
We're going. Go, 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 go.
Literally just a bark and a yell.
Yeah, you see some of the furbolgs seem to notice it and seem to, especially the bigger red bear with more bears on walls behind him, start to charge in that direction, making a bit of a path. Okay, now I'm going to roll some rolls to see. Ooh, how many groups have we got? We've got frogs, Do, mercenaries, furbolgs, and the guards, right? That's all the groups?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 5 groups. Wonderful. Can everyone... who was the first one? Aspen, can you roll a d20 for me?
Oh boy. Nice.
Nice.
That's all of my luck gone for the session.
All gone. Hey, it's a good moment. It's a good moment to waste on. Edgen, can you roll a d20 for me? Ooh.
I think. I don't know if this is important or not.
I think it is.
This is
I think we're.
and isn't.
I think we're
but-
gonna use. I think we're gonna use that D20 inspiration.
Okay, go for it. Better. Not
Significantly
perfect,
better.
but definitely fucking better. Namir, do you want to roll d20 for me, please?
Ah,
Damn.
Okay, it's fine.
our
It's fine.
dice.
Don't worry. The Boyka, do you want to roll d20 for me, please?
Yes.
Okay,
Yay.
good. And finally, Quovis, do you want to roll d20 for me? Okay. So, we'll go through those one by one. The Grungans, being in woods and kind of being in more nature environment, surprisingly are excelling. They're picking off creatures in small groups because they're so small. They're climbing on top of treants and myconoids. They don't seem to be affected by the myconoid spores. Working in small groups and basically doing a lot more damage than you anticipate. The mercenaries, for a second, don't seem to organize themselves. But eventually, you hear a shout as the head of the Bornseal clan shouts and gets the mercenaries' attention, gets the Verket mercenaries' attention, and they all seem to recognize who he is, and they follow his orders as they suddenly start doing much better and giving up much more of a defense. The do get decimated. Being the frontal force, all the large things, the do force gets very badly damaged. They do not do well. They are not designed. They are designed for person-on-person fighting, not for person-on-monster fighting. A good chunk of the do soldiers run away scared. A good chunk get crushed. A few survive, but not many. The do ones are definitely the one that take the brunt of the damage. Finally, the guard force around Elaine are struggling. There is currently a large hawk that is a large eagle that is harrying them. They are defending Elaine as best they can. They're keeping them off, but you can definitely tell they're struggling. And yeah, but it seems, especially the one force that's charging and is still doing very well, is the Furbolgs. The Furbolgs are charging towards. They have like a front arrow formation of bears that are just steamrolling. They have been fighting this kind of stuff longer than anyone else. They know what they're doing. And they definitely get a good chunk of the distance towards the island. Do you guys help in any other way? It's okay if you guys do the same thing. If you want to do the same thing, you do the same thing. If there's anything different...
DM, I have a question.
May have an answer.
I hope you have an answer. What's happening with Pinebeard?
Pinebeard? I would love to say there was one of these monsters that could fuck up Pinebeard. Pinebeard is specifically going for treants, picking them up, and just throwing them. He just launches them. He sees something and is just disgusted by it, and just launches them. It's the equivalent of Edrin and his fucking his levitate spell. There's no more treant. It's not happening. You see parts of him a bit charred and a bit on fire as the fire is spreading around the area, but you also see near his feet there are dryads, which you saw before. He has dryads that he can summon.
Yeah.
That seem to be helping.
I guess so.
Pinebeard is doing well. However, I'm going to roll another d20. The eagle starts harrying Elaine more and more, to the point where you see some of the vines starting to break and become brittle and snap. And one of the larger vines that are holding it fully becomes brittle to the point where it fully becomes like bark and eventually breaks. And you see like the front, imagine the island is 3 points where the vines are. One of the points starts to rise up. What do you guys do?
We need to help the hag.
Edrin, what did you do to it last time? It made it full.
You're muted.
Zach, you're muted.
Edrin.
Sorry. I didn't do much. Shoot, we gotta go help. All right, I'm sending an ally back, but it's gonna cost us.
Try and blind it.
We're not in normal range, I presume.
No, the hag is a good distance away. Imagine you guys are like near the island, like here. The hag is on the other side of the bridge.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they're a good distance. Someone quick could make it there quickly, but
I'm quick.
No, we need to get on the island.
What happens if the island comes off the ground with us on it?
Might
Give
get
me
a
the
little-
flying-
Figure it out.
Give me the flying potion. I'll be back.
All right.
Oh, you better be back.
Ah! You ain't got rid of me yet. And she'll take the flying potion and she's sprinting.
well, you're not sprinting. Do you take the potion? Do you drink it?
No.
Okay. You start sprinting. I'm rolling on the d20.
If they're not
Okay.
running,
Mm-hmm.
like if they're not flying, sorry, I'm going to use a spell slot and summon forth a spectral steed for them,
Yes.
so that you
As-
can go 200 feet in 6 seconds.
Oh my god,
We'll
I
do
meant
it.
the potion to get me back to the island where you guys are. To get me
Yeah,
back quickly,
yeah.
not to get there quickly. So this works.
Yeah. As a spectral steed appears in front of you, you don't even need to question what you know what to do. You jump on
Yeah,
the
she's
horse
hopped on.
and you start charging, much quicker
Mhm.
than you would have been if you were running.
Meow.
The guards seem to be able to hold off the force, but definitely the rest of you are still charging. The vines are cracking more. How do you guys help trying to get there quicker? Everyone but Aspen. Does anyone do anything different, or is still shooting stuff, charging as much as you can?
Can I turn round? How far would you? Would I be able to shoot the eagle? Potentially.
What's your range?
Well, now that's the question, isn't it, Krellian? Because none of these weapons are normal.
The hunting rifle is a normal weapon. Range 240 feet, bud.
Is that enough? No.
No, it's not. No.
Okay.
You see, Aspen is getting there much quicker than you could probably shoot. They're going the distance that you can shoot every turn.
Meow.
It's a quick fucking
There's-
rabbit. That's what I'm saying.
There's nothing I can do.
So,
to help.
do you keep charging forward instead? Getting to the
Yeah.
island sooner? I like it.
Yeah.
Anyone else do anything different, or do we stick to the same stuff? It's all good either way.
Yeah, I don't think I can help them get there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're in range, so I think I'm gonna have to charge still.
Okay. You keep charging? Anyone else?
Mm,
How far is the jump on the horse?
What do you mean the jump? What do you mean?
Jump distance.
I don't... Oh.
I don't know, man.
Because I've got jump. Any creature you touch, the creature's jump
I don't-
distance is tripled.
I don't know.
thought that'd
I
be
don't know
really
if I
funny.
don't know if the spectral horse counts as a creature.
Oh, you
Um,
hate me?
But
No,
either
that's fine.
way, you know the speed you're going, you'll be able to get there quite soon.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Like at the speed you're going, you're getting towards the start of the bridge. You're going quick. Does anyone else do anything different? Just want to double check. If you're still charging the same way, Lothero's still chopping shit down. Not Lothero, Namir, sorry, apologize. Quovis still shooting stuff. But if anyone wants to do anything different,
Mhm.
I could probably have started using Thunderclap for
Amazing.
anything that gets near her.
amazing. Every once
Just
in a while,
playing
you
the
just
drums.
Every once in a while, you just hear a crack of thunder as some soldiers go flying. At one point, Boyka gets swarmed by tree nappers, and then there's no more tree nappers all of a sudden, as all there is a crack of thunder.
I think we better swap up, and I'm gonna use another resource because we're losing people.
They're doing or doing
I'm
hot.
gonna,
The furbolgs are still charging well.
yeah, I'm gonna use a spell to make sure I can support folks by removing the fire, especially Treebeard and you know the
mhm.
folks who are
Yeah.
in trouble.
There are
And
a
we'll
few
use
druids that are on fire, but trying to handle it or ignore it. 1 and 2.
We'll use a control water.
I like it. You put some of the water out on various parts, and especially Treebeard, that definitely helps. And now he's just punching stuff with searing coals of fists, which is even cooler. Some of
Go
the
Pindit, go!
some of the wolves and bears, the fire goes out in their fur, and they charge with even more energy than before, giving the furbolgs that extra boost of energy to get closer.
I have had an idea, Krellian.
What is that idea?
As I'm charging forwards, I'm gonna
Yeah.
activate Giant's Might.
Yeah.
Because I forgot I have so many charges of these, I never use them. I'm also gonna use Phase Step to Phase Step into the middle of small groups of enemies,
Oh, I like it.
because then, because of my
The fire.
season, because of winter,
Oh,
because
cold.
of winter, they have to succeed on Wisdom saving throws or be frightened. And I'm
You-
just trying to cause chaos in these groups.
Yeah, you see groups of soldiers, some of the myconoids. You even see, I don't know if you fought them. I think you did towards the end. of the mic and stuff. You even see mushroom-infested bears.
Oh god.
You see some of them charging, some of them running the opposite direction when they're near Quovis, as Quovis appears, and some of them charge, some of them run off in terror. As you get closer and closer, you are getting across the bridge, Aspen, and you are nearly within range of the eagle and the auntie and their group of guards. What is your plan?
I'm going to conjure a barrage and shoot into the air when I get within range
I like it.
at the eagle to try and either scare it the fuck off or kill it.
Okay. As you're getting close, you see the eagle is still harrying this group, trying to get through them. You see some of the guards are dead. You see the one that's scaring them off the most. You see a female dwarf with a sword that is definitely too large for them. At this point, you see runes on their skin that are glowing slightly. As they are the one that is definitely doing the most damage to this eagle. As you get within range, roll your attack for me. Whatever that attack, barrage. Where is it? Conjure barrage, then you just roll a normal attack. Oh, they got to make a dex save. Okay. I'll just roll it in there. Oh, no, it just does it like that. Okay, I'll just do normal. Whoop. You catch the... That's a save, and then do you want to do a normal attack as well to just do some... Is that how Conjure Barrage works? Let me double check. Yeah. Uncrated cone, yeah. Yeah, definitely hits. Just as the eagle is flying away and is away from the group of guards, you cast a spell into the arrow. The arrow pierces the eagle, and then behind it, loads of broken arrows and bits of shrapnel all harry this and just eviscerate and cut into the wings and everything of this eagle. Definitely doing a good chunk of damage. Do you want to roll damage for me? Just 3d8, and then roll your normal attack damage as well. Ooh, not too bad rolls. Not too bad. Yeah, a good fucking chunk of damage to this creature. As you hear a fucking warped scream, like eagle scream come from this, you see it tears in the wings, and it's still able to fly, but definitely looking not as good. As it does one more dive for the group of guards, and the guards do not hold off well. This is for the guards defending. The dives and does a solid hit to the rest of the guards. The only one, there's like 2 guards standing, and even Edrin's sister is not looking good. There are definitely injuries on them. They're struggling. They're staying up, but they are definitely swaying. And then you see, we go back to the rest of the group. You see another vine start to break and become brittle and start to snap. And the island starts rising more. And as it does, you feel the ground shake next to you. What goes over you, you see a running Pinebeard. As the island starts to raise more, Pinebeard grabs the island and holds it himself, stopping it from going. You can see he's struggling, but he is definitely helping. As Aspen, you get close and you definitely get within range. Do you want to shoot the eagle again? Just try and scare him off?
Yeah.
Roll again. Definitely hit. Roll another bit of damage. A good chunk. And this time we'll roll on a thing to see if it actually... This time, that's for the eagle resolve. It takes that arrow and it tears into a good chunk of its wing, and it can't seem to get flight, as it is a bit far away from the groups, but it's definitely it's struggling to fly, and you see it keep trying to go up, and it's trying to run away at this point.
Can I use my second shot to shoot at the still functioning wing?
Should go for it.
Because fuck this bird in particular.
That's what we said.
You go for the wing, but as it moves and it tries to go up, instead you sink into the back of the bird as the bird collapses.
Bitch. Sorry.
And you get to an Elaine that is definitely looking injured. Same with, there is only 2 of the dwarven guards left. The rest of them are dead. And you see Edrin's sister is got cuts all over them. They are still standing. They are now using, now that the eagle's gone, they're using the sword as a keep them propped up. And they're just, thank you. That was not looking good for a second there. Yes. And then you hear Elaine.
Happy to help.
You hear like, could have come sooner. Ah!
I got here as quick as this horse would bring me, I swear.
As you guys are getting close, you see Treebeard is struggling. You're close to the vine that you need to climb to get up there. But most of the soldiers are fighting and keeping enemies away. There's not many soldiers near you.
We have to go without them.
Those near with us! Block the perimeter! Keep charging. Do a,
Yeah.
you know, waterbender's spinny ring around Treebeard. You know?
Yep.
that?
Yeah. You see, you say, there is various people and some of the furbolgs like stand near the vine and try to stop anything getting close. You then see on the base of the vine, you see Ordon lands, pulls out this blunderbuss looking thing, but then pulls something on it, and he goes on the ground, and he sits on the best way to describe it, a cannon, and starts shooting. And yeah. Ordon and the furbolgs will defend the bottom of the vine. Do you guys start climbing?
Gonna need some help, but yeah, more climbing up.
The vine seems to wrap around the island slightly, kind of a way for you guys to get up, rather than climbing the island itself, because that would have been hell. But you still will all need to make rolls. It won't be as bad.
Yeah.
But with the help of Elaine, it won't be as bad. So everyone make either athletics or acrobatics checks for me.
Oh no.
Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Okay. We rolled good.
Not bad. Not
Luckily, I
bad.
have proficiency in that.
Not too fucking bad, guys.
And of course,
Boy,
Aspen's flying.
Ooh, what happened? I thought the
Yeah, I
camera
was gonna say
fucked.
I'm not even by you
Yeah.
guys yet. I'm still
Aspen's
over
not
by
there yet.
Elaine.
Yeah.
So I
As
got
you,
run.
as you start climbing the vines, Boyka seems to struggle a little bit, but with the rest of you doing so well, you guys definitely help each other, making sure that everyone gets up there. And you all start climbing. As the island is shaking and swaying, as Treebeard seems to be struggling to hold it, you hear branches breaking and other ones grabbing back onto it. As you guys keep climbing, Aspen, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're seeing this. You're seeing the island's like it keeps rising slightly, and you see Pinebeard pulling it back down.
She's gonna throw over her healing potion that she was giving over to Edrin's sister,
Oh damn!
and she's going to run still on
On
the
the horse.
steed.
Yeah.
Using every bit of her power to get there in
I like
time.
it. Yeah.
I don't know if she will before it all, and she's gonna have to speed drink a potion and leap for her life. But she is preparing with
Roll.
the potion in hand.
Roll a d20 for me.
Either way. Oh no.
Not too bad. Not too bad. As you're going that fast, there is Cedar on your shoulder. You know, like when you're holding on to something that's too fast, he's like swaying on you. He's like holding onto your like cloak,
Yeah.
swaying because he's going that fast. He's being lifted by the speed. He's still he's got an iron grip, but you're going fast. As you get close to this, you avoid combat of various groups that are fighting, and you see your group has started to climb this vine. Is maybe halfway up this vine. What do you do?
She is going to get the spectral steed to jump as high as it can, and off the spectral steed, she is going to leap at the island to try and get as much distance up towards the rest of everyone.
Okay.
Because she's a bunny. She's good at hopping.
A little bit better. I rolled the d20 for the horse's jump and I got a 2, but thanks to Cookie's d4, it's a 6.
Cheers.
It doesn't hop very high as it is still a horse.
Oh yeah,
but
of course.
you
But it's
kind
that
of
extra
it's
propel.
an extra little propel, and you use
movement.
use it as a horse bounce board. As you propel yourself up. Roll a acrobatics check for me with advantage.
Can I support them with this roll, Corellian?
In what way?
Can I activate another giant's might to get a larger wingspan to try catch them?
We'll
And
see how
pull them.
we'll see how the acrobatics roll goes, and if it does
Okay.
if it goes poorly, then you'll have a chance to try and help them and save them.
Okay, cool.
You don't fucking need it.
I think they're
fine. As you are climbing, you hear like maybe 5 feet behind you. You hear a thud. As you look behind you, there is a Aspen with their hair that is like fucking like an afro at this point, and they're just breathing. And Cedar is on the shoulder, just wide-eyed. But
I told you guys I'll be here. Hey.
Welcome back.
Right.
I thought you'd be fine, but not that way.
She's like coughing because the wind's been knocked out of her. She's like, let's go.
Namir, as you're all climbing, you don't know what it is, but you feel something break. Anyway, anyway, you guys keep climbing. You guys are rushing at this point. You can determine what that is if you want, Namir, but something breaks. I wonder what it is. You guys keep climbing. You guys keep rushing. Eventually, the final the vines start to grab back onto the island now that Elaine is no longer being attacked. And Treebeard seems to struggle a little bit less as you climb further and further. And eventually, you get to the entrance of this large red tower. These large, ornate, double wooden doors to this large entrance stand before you. What do you do?
Alright. A brief
Let's
look
do
over
this.
there. Behind us.
Mm-hmm. You
Boyka then, since she talked.
Well, let's do this. We...
Everybody has potions and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Drink what you need. It's time we go.
And you start. Who pushes the doors open?
Definitely me.
So
Yeah,
Namir,
definitely.
Namir, you push the doors open, and as you push the doors open, and all you see before you is a corridor of darkness. It's like a corridor of stone for maybe a few feet, and then there's just darkness.
Great.
Some of you have dark vision. You can't see through it.
Some magic shit.
He just starts walking in.
Like it follows.
Oh.
Bugger follows.
Okay, so we're going in.
I need
Call
to.
the family close.
Yeah.
So,
I need to. 1 second. I need to note down the order. Just 1 second. So-
Why, Corellian?
No reason.
Why?
No reason.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Why would there be a reason for that? So there was Namir first, then it was Boyka. Who was next?
Say Quavis.
Grovis? Aspen or
Edrin.
Edrin? Edrin and Aspen?
just by order of what we said,
Yeah.
I suppose.
Yeah. As just before you're going in, you look down and you see the battlefield behind you of everyone fighting. Some doing better than others. You see a lot of destroyed, warped beings, but you also see a lot of fallen people that came to help you. But you know the only way to stop this properly is forward, as you all go forward. And let me find a shift for the music. As you walk through darkness, everything goes dark. And let me find a... which one will work? Let's have a look. I think... No, not that one. Is this going to play music? I'll do the job. As we then see everyone... This can be a weird way of describing. Let me get my notes up so I can describe it properly. everyone but Namir sees this from the outside. Yeah, it's like watching in through a. The best way to describe it is like a scrying spell. You're seeing this from an outside perspective, but from Namir's perspective, you see from everyone's perspective. Namir's, I need to describe this properly. I'm sorry, it's a lot of stuff. You see a younger, more what's the way to describe it? More emotional, maybe, less closed off version of Namir. He is bruised, he has got cuts, but he is smiling. As you see this figure that none of you really recognize, but some of you may have heard of, as this figure of darkness and just vastness. There's no way to describe it. It doesn't make sense in your head, this being existing. But in their hand, as Namir is on one knee with their hands outstretched, you see them bestowing a large, double-sided blade. As you are being handed this blade, Namir, what do you do?
Holding it reverently in his hands. I will be forever grateful for this blade. With you on the throne here, we are in a time of peace.
In a voice that fills the room and every room around it, you hear, "You have been a faithful servant, and those are rewarded. I expect that faithfulness to continue."
Always, my queen.
And then the scene changes, and everything kind of shifts. And this time you see a slightly older, still more colour in their skin than maybe when you first met them. And this time they are running through some sort of woods, but with trees that you've never seen before, plants that kind of make some sense but not any sense at the same time. As you see Namir chasing these Fae. And there is one Fae that is still running through the woods. It is a satyr of some sort. As they are running through the woods. As Namir, you are chasing them. As they are running through the woods, they seem to be getting quite far ahead. What do you do? How do you
All out
catch
sprinting, trying to catch up.
up? Mm-hmm. Eventually, you're running, and eventually you see in front of you is the edge of a cliff. As this satyr gets to the edge, turns around and puts their hands up. Whoa, 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 whoa! Stop! Stop! What do you do?
All the running. You knew I'd catch up to you eventually.
I still had to run. After all you've done, I still had to run. That's why I had to run. You see, for the rest of you, you see this satyr in light greens, the buds of flowers all over their legs. And this doesn't need to happen. I can just go. I won't. You've won. What do you do?
It needs to happen because you ran. If you'd come peacefully, this could have been so much easier for all of us. And he pulls the sword off his back and swings it.
Yeah. With one swing, they said, "Wait!" And then you slice, and he falls. But this time, as the Fae falls to the ground, as the satyr falls to the ground, You hear a whisper in your ear, not a voice you're used to. And you hear, "Ah, a soldier. I think you'd be better as an explorer." And then the scene shifts. And this scene, you see Nimir, even slightly older, again, still the colour in their face, the Nimir, well, Nimir, not the other one. As you see them fell another type of Fae, the image isn't that clear of what the Fae is. And as they defeat the Fae, you hear Nimir in your voice, and the rest of you hear it, but obviously it's in Nimir's head. You hear, "Well, it is time, my explorer," and everything shifts. The entire landscape around you, Nimir, shifts, and instead of being on a meadow or in the woods, in the parts of the Fae that you've been used to so far, that you've been at recently, you are in a massive library. And you see, sitting on a pile of books, a white masked figure, large black form behind them, and just the white mask is the only feature that is clear. "Ah, my explorer." And this is the figure that has been talking to you for a while, has been coming closer to you, talking to you more, and you've suspected for a while that it's something to do with the blade, something given to you by your queen. So it can't have been a mistake. "My explorer, you have proven yourself quite capable. It is time for you to stop ending stories and start collecting some. What do you do?"
Armare stands there, looking at the giant library, just at a loss
Mhm.
for how he just got here after walking through the Feywild. I am already indebted to somebody else.
The soldier is indebted. Nimir is indebted. But what if you could be somebody else?
That's something you can do.
Yes. You can be one person, but also two. You can be the soldier and the explorer. Not at the same time, but you can be both.
I'll need to go and talk to some people, but you've piqued my interest.
This has already been, how to say, agreed with your queen.
Someone else that might not like me leaving for long periods of time I need to check with first.
Well, when the time comes, you know where to find me. And the scene shifts back. And then the scene shifts again to this time. Nimir on one knee in the same library. "You are now not only Nimir, but when you are my explorer, you are now Lothario." And you feel a cloak kind of grow behind you as ravens and feathers start forming a cloak that then disappears. "When you are sworn to me, you will collect stories. When you are sworn to your queen, you will take them. Never conflicting. Never at the same time."
Of course. Shall we get started?
And then the scene ends, and this time, standing in front of you, and this time the rest of you, again, you're still seeing this from that perspective, you see, standing in front of you, Nimir, now Nimir of the present. You see the figure in blue, Filgary. Would you change anything of your past? Anything that you find as a mistake? What would you redo, Namir?
Absolutely nothing.
Interesting. And the scene shifts and the scene goes as now, this time, we come to a different scene. As this time, instead of Namir being the one on the inside, we see sitting on a cart a smiling Boyka. Next to them, another smiling individual holding the reins of this cart. You see brown hair. Describe them for me, Boyka.
The person sitting next to her is a human male, about in his 30s, a short beard, bright expression on his face, the laugh line sort of forming already. Sort of bob length brown hair, He's, modestly clothed, little bags all around his body. He's the one with the reins here. He's the one driving.
As
Seems to be quite the chatty one.
you're laughing, he's just told a joke of some sort. And as you're laughing, you see he looks confused for a second. And he's like, don't worry, something in the road. As you see in front of the road, there is a large log in front of the road. As your husband, it's what's the name again?
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel, that's the one. I knew it was a Nath. Nathaniel climbs down from the cart and starts to head towards the log. As you hear screams and shouts and war cries and cries of excitement and craze. As you look to your right where the forest is, you see light coming out of it. As you see a horde of goblins with torches and spears and javelins charging, coming straight for your cart. What do you do?
Boyka, who has just started to try and take the reins and calm the horses, looks over. She sees the goblins, and she quickly turns her head around, and she starts screaming, Nathaniel!
He doesn't seem to notice at first and looks up, looks terrified, and then looks to you. What do you say?
We need to go! We need to go quickly! Get back here!
He's like, we can't outrun them. He goes to the back of the cart, and he hurries you over.
She follows.
As he grabs you, and even though you're stronger than him, he shoves you under some blankets and some carpet. Stay here.
Okay.
I will run, and I will lead them away. As you hear screams of war cries, you hear shouts, you hear excitement. Eventually, you hear the sound of burning, and you see Nathaniel running off in the distance slightly, trying to get their attention. You hear him shouting, and then the scene shifts. And this time, we see the scene. You see a bruised, cut, slightly starved looking Boyka. This time, half of their face is burnt. Their half their body to a certain degree is injured from these burns. And you see they are at the entrance of a large cave. As you see two Kaidir. Two Kaidir with spears standing in front of where Boyka is trying to get past into the tunnel, as Boyka is holding something large in a cloth. That's wrapped in cloth. You are not allowed in, not until we get permission. Things have changed.
What do you mean things have changed? I need to get home.
We cannot allow that. As you're saying that, you see two familiar figures come up behind the guards. They seem to have been told and seem to be coming up. As you see your mother and your sister. Your sister,
Sister.
not sister, sorry, brother. Sorry, brain. He seems to be in the back, but the mother especially comes up and is like, and you. There's only one face as they see you holding this body, and they see your injuries. There's only one look that can describe it. As the rest of you, even you see this, obviously. You see a look of disgust, not a look of worry for their daughter or their family. You see them, confused and disgusted. And then eventually they steel themselves slightly. What is the meaning of this? What happened?
Goblins. He needs a burial.
He? Who are you talking about?
Boyka, motions to the cloth. Her hands are strange, shaking slightly.
Yeah. One of the guards lifts up the cloth slightly, and again, this slight on your mother's face, like, you know they are not allowed below, especially one of their dead.
You know the rules around the Erudition. He needs to be guided to his afterlife. He needs a proper burial.
No.
You of all people know this.
You know that will not happen, and it will never happen. As they say that, the scene then shifts. As we then go to, this time, a Boyka that looks slightly older. The injuries definitely more healed over, maybe not the right word, but old. The burn marks looking more familiar to what the rest of you have seen. Nowhere near as fresh. Definitely been some time. As you see this time, Boyka is in a busyish town, shouting. You can't hear what they're saying, but you see people looking and some nodding, some looking shocked. As Boyka starts shouting. You can say what Boyka's shouting if you wish, Kat, or if you don't want to improvise that much, perfectly fine.
I can do that.
Go for it. As Boyka starts shouting to this town.
Boyka, kicking her papers onto the road. Look at this. Look at this. Been taking your money, and what does he do? What does he do? Personal shit. Not even anything related to your good health and well-being. What does he do? He spends it on a woman who isn't even his own.
Yeah. And as you're shouting, do you want to keep going? Keep going. You wish?
What are you going to do about this? Are you all going to allow this to happen? How many times will you be screwed over before you see what sort of figure this is?
As you're shouting, you see some people turning and nodding. Some of them shouting in agreement. You see a few looking away and walking away in kind of either embarrassment or just not wanting to deal with it. But eventually, behind this crowd that's slowly starting to form, you see multiple guards, 6 or 7 guards, and behind them is an older-looking human, the local lord, that looks furious. And as the crowd starts to see these guards, some of them leave, some of them turn around and start getting ready to cause a problem. What do you do?
Boyka, points. See right there? That is the man that has been screwing all of you over. Your hard-earned money, your hard-earned lives. Are you all just going to sit back and let him be willy-nilly with all your hard-earned copper?
And as
She begins to, step off the stage.
As you do that, you bolster some more people, and they start to advance on the guards. And the scene will then go as the first cudgel is slammed into the face of the first villager. And the same thing. This time it is you, and standing in front of you now. There is Boyka, as all of you see, but it kind of is flickering between two versions of Boyka now. There is the version of Boyka without the burn and with the burn at the same time. It's kind of shifting between the two. As you see standing before you, the same figure in blue filigree, and then, would you change anything, Boyka? Anything that is a mistake? What would you change of your past?
If I'd gone with him, maybe none of this would happen. If I just insisted a little bit harder.
And you see him.
If I fought,
Go on.
if I fought more, if I were able to heal him, heal myself.
As you see a smile appear slightly on his face, as then it shifts to the same scene that we started with, and it kind of moves to the part where Nathaniel is trying to put goods over you. What do you do?
No. Please, I
But-
can help. I'm stronger than you.
But there are many of them. Hiding would be better.
But you can't take them on your own.
I can try.
They both know you can't fight, please.
Fine. We have to distract them somehow. As he pulls a torch and he lights the wagon, and then you both start running. And then the scene shifts and fades. Who was next? As we then go to, instead this time Quovis. You see, the rest of you see before you a dungeon with multiple. You see an injured, slightly bruised Quovis, a bit younger, quite a bit younger, a little bit younger. You see him in a dungeon. You see multiple skeletal bodies. You see multiple non-skeletal bodies. Definitely were alive, but seem to be fighting the skeleton bodies. And Quovis seems to be the only one left standing. As Quovis, there is one or two more. There's two more skeletons in front of this large tomb that is your target. You are the only one left. What do you do?
You will see Quavis take out a sword. It's fairly rusty. The blade, the edge is not very well kept. There's chips missing of it. But he attacks. He attacks the skeleton on the left first. Just trying to overpower them to destroy them.
As you attack, the one on the right gets another hit on you. It does another slash down your side, but eventually you take the left one out, and then you're able to concentrate on the right one, and you take the right one down. You take another hit, but you're still standing. You use the sword as a way to prop yourself up at this point, but you're still standing. Before you is this large tomb, standing on a raised platform slightly. What do you do?
Finally. And he goes over to the tomb, sort of struggles to push the top off it to see the treasure that he's been searching for, that he was sent to search for.
Yeah. You push open the top. With the last of your strength, you struggle. It is a large stone tomb lid. As you push it off, and the lid falls off, and you look over, and all you see is a skeleton with no clothes, and the feet are missing. and there is no treasure in the tomb.
No, no. Where are the boots? He looks frantically
Yeah.
all around him. He looks at the skeletons that are killed for
Yeah.
any sign.
As Quovis starts to panic, then the scene shifts. As you then see Quovis, the same beaten and cut, blood maybe a bit more dried, limping out of this tomb. As you see the remains, maybe 4 or 5 crew members, and to even all of you, a familiar female captain with a large hat and a rapier. A cutlass, sorry. I think it was a rapier, which, you know what I mean. You see the same familiar captain standing before you. Quovis, where is it?
They weren't in there.
What do you mean?
Someone had taken the
Where-
boots, the feet of the skeleton.
Where is everybody else? You're not the only one,
They're dead.
and you're the only one that survived?
Barely survived, but yes.
And the boots are gone.
They were never there.
They had the sacrifices we made.
I
Okay.
know. I was there. I fought it.
Okay. We will deal with it. As the captain seems to reassure you and kind of puts their arm over you and heads towards the ship, as you hear some of the... You don't hear it as much, Quovis, but especially the rest of you hear whispers of distrust of, he has to be lying, he has to be. What is he hiding? And you hear whispers of distrust from the rest of the crew. And then you also see as they're pushing Quovis forward, you see even on the captain's face as they look towards one of the crew members a face of doubt and distrust. And eventually we then come to another scene where you see a small island with an ocean around that is nothing in sight except a ship and this small island, and you see a Quovis. No one there has many injuries. Still, this time a few bruises, and is tied up at their arms with 3 crew members around the back of them, with swords aimed at them, pointed at them. And you see the captain's like, "I am afraid, Quovis, this is what happens to traitors. You have stolen the loot and hidden it somewhere.
I
You-
didn't do it. It wasn't me.
Give an alternate explanation as to where they are. We knew they were in there, Quovis."
But then the information was bad. I don't know. I did what I could and they weren't there. I didn't steal them. Why would I hide them?
This crew has stuck its neck out for you too many times. We took you in when no one else wanted you, and this is how you repay us.
Don't do this. I didn't do it.
This is the kindest fate we can give a traitor. And then the scene shifts to darkness as, again, standing before you this time, Quovis, you see the same figure in blue cloak with golden filigree and the smile. What would you change, Quovis? Did you make a mistake? What would you change of your past?
I had no control over my past. I only have control over my future. There's nothing I could change even if I wanted to. But I'm where I need to be now.
Are you sure you didn't make a mistake?
I made no mistake.
And the same of the first scene shifts and changes and comes back to the point where you're at the tomb. However, this time you see something in the tomb you didn't see. You see below the skeleton, if you took under the skeleton, you see a small indentation of a button. And then the scene shifts and goes. And then, who is next? Let me get my notes. Edrin is next. Oof. Okay.
Oh no!
This is a fun one. This time the scene shifts, and this time it's Edrin, as the rest of you see a young male dwarf with long brown hair tied back, reading from a book, or writing in a book. And they're talking on chair to chair, so they're facing each other. You see a more elderly looking female dwarf as she reads from a much larger tome. Edrin, from your perspective, obviously the young dwarf is you, and before you, you see your grandmother talking to you mid-lesson. And remind me, Edrin, why do we do what we do? Why do we have our methods?
It's just to remember. Just simple as that.
And
Do it to remember, help others remember, help keep things going in a way where people actually want to.
and why should we remember?
Oh. And he'll frown a bit.
Mhm.
So that we don't make the same mistakes again? Or because everyone who tries deserves it? I don't know.
You are getting there. You are getting there. And they start reading another portion of this tome. And then the scene shifts. And this time, you see a large portion of dwarves standing in front of a tomb. You see inscribed on the tomb, not inscribed, carved into the tomb is the visage of an elderly looking dwarven woman. And you see on the stage, in front of the tomb, I should say, you see a middle-aged looking dwarven woman talking. The words are kind of muffled from this perspective. As you see, as Edrin as the this woman basically is about to, Edrin, you know they're about to herald you over to get you to talk. As you hear the dwarf next to you, your brother, whisper to you as you are getting pushed forward. He whispers, "Remember, don't mention grandmother's lessons," as you are pushed forward. And then you are basically given the stage slightly as you move forward. Do you say anything to the person that whispered to you, your brother?
Just kind of scowls on his way up.
Mm-hmm. And you are given the stage.
He clears it before he stands. You know, I have a lot of people telling me what to say, what to do around here. A lot of people who don't remember where we came from. But every second of every day, every hour, I wasn't making food or making sure little fights didn't break out. She was keeping a peace beyond us, keeping an understanding where we came from, who we are, and why it's important for us to remember. So I'm gonna start today with the why. And I think he pauses at that,
Yeah.
uncertain. If you
You
want to
see-
shuffle things.
You see both your brother and your mother scowling at you. You see a good chunk of the dwarves also look annoyed or disappointed. You see a few dwarves that smile. As the scene shifts and changes, and this time you're in a room of what was your house. As you have your brother shouting at you, as he's like, "Edrin, you know we cannot be doing these views anymore. We cannot be teaching these lessons."
What are we to do? Am I not to pass along what she wished? Am I to ignore everything that was built? 600 years.
You
And that's
move.
just the nearest of it.
You move along with the times. You have to think of the clan and the family, Edrin. We cannot be seen doing things that are no longer accepted.
It's because they're forgetting. We're not doing it well enough.
He looks at you annoyed, and he's like, maybe they are meant to be forgotten. And then he turns around and slams the door behind him. And you see in front of you, you see a tome, your tome. You see sitting on that tome a skeletal cat that looks up at you. What do you do?
What do you think, Nez?
They just cock their head like 45 degrees to look kind of curious at you.
Yeah, he's not the only one who's going to be yelling at us.
Nez then just looks down at the book and then does like a spin and gets comfortable on the book.
Yeah. Yeah, we can just stick with it. There was a couple of things I'm still not quite sure how to do. She had written about. He goes to pick up the book and pull Nez off onto his shoulder.
Yeah.
Maybe if we try one of those,
Yeah.
folks will see the use.
As we then shift to another scene of Edrin in a cloak walking away. Nez on your shoulder, tomes in your hand, or in your bag, as you walk away. Tears probably streaming down your face, but still moving forward. As again, we then go to the darkness, and eventually the figure in blue robes, golden filigree. What would you change, Edrin? What mistakes would you fix?
I don't really know. I don't know why you'd want to know either. I was young. I didn't know better. Could have started earlier. Returned earlier. I didn't know they wanted to see me.
You could change that. It could be worth the cost.
Everyone's saying your price is mighty high.
Depends what you're willing to pay.
Not all these people. Not everything afterwards.
You see a flash of maybe annoyance or disappointment. I had hope in this one. As the scene shifts. And this time, we come to the final member.
Oh no.
Hello!
I'm so good at improv.
I'll let Zach give Zach a breather. You did great. As this time, you see a younger Aspen. In what would be muted, like not as vibrant as some of the people you saw, but muted green clothes. As Aspen is taking a brick away from a wall. As they take the brick away, you see behind it a small portion in a satchel, in a bag, of gold, silver, copper. As Aspen is adding more to the pile, and as you're doing that, Aspen, you hear the door behind you open. What do you do?
She'll spin with the brick behind her back and put her like shoulders and back to the wall to cover the hole, instinctively,
As,
just trying to cover the hole.
as a younger, smaller arbor with a familiar ferret on their shoulder comes. What are you doing?
Oh, but you scared me.
Oh, I'm
And
sorry.
she'll step away from the wall and bring the brick forward and finish putting the coins
What?
in. And
What are you doing there?
I am saving us
What do you mean?
from this. I'm saving some money for us. We are. Mum wanted better for us,
Hmm.
and I want better for us. So I'm saving a little bit of money. Don't worry, it's all right.
What if
I've been getting it through honest work. I'm not stealing it. So
what if he finds it?
well, he's not going to, and she'll start to put the brick back.
As you put the brick back, you put a bit of dust from kind of like the filler in between the brick to make it look like it's natural a little bit.
Yeah, and she'll put it back. He's not gonna find it. One day that money will save up. I promise.
As you say that, the scene shifts, and this time we see the same room with a slightly older Aspen, but this time you see the brick is on the floor, and you see kind of on the floor as well and poured out of it, the slightly larger sum of gold, as Durlon is in front of the wall, clearly shouting at Aspen. As they say, I gave you every chance. I have given you everything. I do not have to take you in. I do not have to give you opportunities, but I gave you them, and this is how you pay me back.
It's just saving silver and gold for me and Arbor.
For
What's
what?
wrong with that? For our future, like Mum wanted.
I have given you a future. I have let Arbor do as they wish. Even though they should be taught further, they should have a job already, they should have a purpose. I have allowed that to happen. And you go behind my back for another option.
It was just in case. You never know what the
No.
future holds. Please, that's everything I've worked for ages.
It can pay back for all I have given. Arbor will be staying with me. I have
What?
been too lax on him, and he will learn. You will not be my problem. And you can take this vile pet with you. And he throws a dirty-looking cedar at Aspen. As he starts taking the gold and the silver. As the scene then shifts. At this time, not much older, slightly. In leathers and a cloak, with a bow around their back, and a cedar on their shoulder looking cleaner. We see Aspen running. You see multiple guild guards in green leather armor chasing. Aspen, you know you are trying to get to the boat to get out of here.
Yep.
But you are being chased. You have been found out. Durlon has sent guards after you. What do you do?
From years of basically being a kid on the streets, doing loads of acrobatics, basically training herself to run through all of the alleyways, she knows the quickest ways to get to where she needs to go, and she knows she'll fit better than most other people because of her smaller frame. So she is using everything. She's planned this for years.
Yeah.
And she's finally doing it. So she is ducking and weaving through every small hole, jumping over every fence she can.
Yeah.
To try and put distance between her and the guards.
There's multiple times when you get to an alleyway that you know you could fit through. Just as the guard's about to grab you, you fit under a part that they can't reach. They just get out of reach. Multiple times, they see you and keep chasing. Eventually, you go around an alley, you go into an alley, you go under a part of a fence, and you seem to have lost them. For now. You're close to the docks. What do you do?
You will slow down a little bit, not to try and bring more attention from other people. With her hood up, and she'll assess the docks, and she'll walk closer to the boat, seeing what opening there is for her to hop aboard and hide.
Yeah.
She knows she's not allowed to leave, so she's gonna try and hide.
You see the merchant vessel that you have planned to use that seems to be unaware and more lax in their security. Definitely one where you could hide easier.
Yep. She will walk along the docks,
Mhm.
and when she thinks, no one's looking, she'll use everything she's learned stealth-wise to get into a crate or a barrel and hope.
Yeah.
That she'll just get carried onto the boat.
Yeah. You get in and you feel the barrel move that you're in and eventually get loaded onto the ship. You hear, as you feel the ship start to sway and move, you hear shouts of guards and various kinds. And as you know the ship is moving away from the docks, you crack open the lid slightly to look up and you see multiple guards. And behind those guards, you see an older looking Harangon in green robes and cloak. Shouting at multiple guards, and you see kind of to the side of them with their ears down and definitely more scared in green clothes as well. You see a scared looking Arbor. As the scene then shifts and goes dark, as before you stands the same figure in a blue cloak with golden filigree, and he stands and he says, "What would you change, Aspen? What mistakes would you fix?"
I mean, rather selfish of me to leave Arbor. No matter where I think about it, I shouldn't have left him, but there would be no chance of us getting out if I did. So, as emotionally, a lot of things. Practically, and with all of the experience I've had now, I wouldn't change anything.
You, again, similar to what you saw with Edrin, you see a kind of flash of annoyance slightly, but then you look to the right of you, and on your shoulder, you see Cedar, and he just nods to you. As the scene then shifts, as you are, then all the darkness seems to fade, as in front of you all, standing next to each other, you're all next to each other, as you see a staircase in front of you. You look out of a window. To the side of you, you are much higher up. What do you guys do? Zach, I'll warn you muted.
I could see Zach go to talk then as well.
Yeah, that's why I said immediately.
Did he think one chance has to mess with us?
Maybe it's because he fears us.
Luke is looking out the window.
Aspen will hold Boyka's hand.
You all look at Boyka, especially you, Aspen. Not all of them are there, but slight patches of the burns are back. The eye is still whole, but there are definitely some there. As Boyka, you kind of have two versions in your head of the one where you don't really remember what happened, and you know Nathaniel went away or something, and then you have the version you were shown during this dream, or this whatever it was. And part of you doesn't want to believe it's true. Part of you knows it is. As you look out the window, you see the same battlefield. You see Treebeard is no longer holding onto the island as the vines are holding the island. You see the Furbolgs and Grungan are still fighting. Still kind of an even fight, with the Furbolgs kind of doing a bit better than the forces of this individual. And yeah, that's all you can see from the window.
Boyka, feels Aspen touch her hand. She looks down. Small sigh. I don't My head isn't all here. I'm sorry, Aspen.
You're okay. I think we're all feeling like it's alright. But we're all here, we're all together, and it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, it'll. We're heading to Dashia. You know. I was going to join the Weavers Guild. She'll just speak quietly as starts heading towards the rest of the party, towards the stairs.
Mhm.
Where did that all go? Speaking of go, we should go. Everyone okay?
Yes. Maybe. It's fine.
She'll smile.
Inadvertently reminded me why I'm here.
Me too.
It doesn't feel real. Ow.
And if one way or another,
Yeah. You s-
Mhm.
You have the staircase in front of you. It's a large staircase that seems to split into two and then wrap around behind you, if you know what I mean, like a spiral staircase to a certain degree, and goes the other way. But yeah, you gotta go up one way. Yeah.
Shall we go up?
It's the only way to go.
Well-
Aspen will very firmly squeeze on Boyka's hand, obviously quite gently, she's not trying to hurt her, and just squeeze and be like, yeah. And start going upstairs. She's ready to go, she's raring.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of that one. Boyka will follow her.
Mm-hmm. Edrin, Nimir, Lightfoot. Do you all follow?
Yes.
Lightfoot goes up.
Mhm.
Nimir goes up. Edrin?
little huff, little look back,
Yeah.
march up with them behind.
You feel Nez wrap around your neck as you head up. As you look behind you, obviously behind you, and behind you, obviously still with you through all of this, or most of this, your 4 family members are still with you. As you all start heading up the staircase. You go up the staircase and it wraps around to the point where it opens to a large doorway. And you see before you a large open room with a massive open... It's not even doorway, it's bigger than a doorway. Half the wall is open. As you see a slight balcony going outwards. And over the entire floor is bodies. Bodies of clothes you don't recognize, of people you don't recognize, mostly elven, but you don't recognize any of them. And you see, floating slightly, but on their knees, looking sort of defeated, you see a figure in blue robes with golden filigree. What do you do? Do you move forward? Do you say something? What do you do?
What are you doing?
It was meant to work. It was meant to fix it. As you look at him, and Nimir, you recognize it the most. It's the same, not as bad, but you still see the same emaciated form, the frail body. You know, the muscle is worn away from the bones. It's not the same figure that you've seen in all these visions, or at least not the same version. As you just, it was meant to work. It was, and he just starts rambling slightly, and he starts floating slightly, and then he starts standing and looks towards you. He looks, and this time you see 2 white eyes. It was meant to work. And that is where we'll end today's session.
No.
Oh no.
I know it's a little early, but I said up to the fight, or whatever's going to happen. And yeah, that was a session, Goobers.
Ouch, my feelings.
As Edrin said, it reminded some of you of why you're doing what you're doing. At least for some. And yeah, hope you Goobers enjoyed. I just realised I'll get the outro and then I'll do the last screen. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Obviously, thank you for supporting and being the Goobers you are and playing, as always. All the D20s and stuff, I'm going to take a picture because for the final fight, we'll save those over. Usually I wouldn't, but it's for a final fight. Why not? Thank you, Goobers, for coming and watching and supporting in that way. Giving dice to Goobers to help with rolls and everything. Thank you, Goobers, for that. And we will see you next time as I put on the wonderful ending screen by Color Cat. Holy shit!
Amazing.
Woo!
And we will see you Goobers later. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hey everyone.
Bye.